and a certificate so top up nyina so woye National Accreditation Board ajewatum ya woye wo bibia ma won certificate every UDA
no Oyerepa nsuo na mekanfo ama osefa kɔ na ebeboa nsuo no de ede eye kama nsuo papa nso akyese wonom kɔ nipadua ni mu a eboa wo yie papa papa na number obefre na wagye ne dodo 0539 596165
yenya yede kase emu nkyiremu bramo nwumre medin de kwesi do a minua
nana efia broni popebi
yemfa bre yemfa nkyiremu no entom so Ghana Mampani His Excellency John Mahama akodru Switzerland micropon Geneva emu wiase nyina ekuo United Nations ne fa ehwe apomde ne wonsam so no womo bedwam kasa kire de toso aduoso enkono na ehwo na Mampani de nsem biakoto dwase efiri nananom penso na USAID eso Ghana man asenemu apomde ne ehu sikasem emu nanso oman bia ekonanimo no wode nhyehyɛ foforo eba ene United States Agency for International Development ya etwanity afre USAID no o se woni Ghana to nkwanta apai ewo mmoa wode eboa yen ewapomde ne ehu ne manya Ghana nko ebibrem aman nyina emu ntiane die sika oman wei te se Ghana ye beboka na ye de bekra nuro e de ahwe yare anka na America for eboa yen no esom America dollars ni million eduoso enwotwe 78 million cedis Mampani John Mahama nsem no ebini
Mampani Donald Trump betena akonya so na ode beto odwase emu asonko a America man de ma ahodo ye USAID no watwam ne no aka ho bia ma oman Ghana ho nsusanso kese pa e ba ye so a nei Ghana Mampani John Dramani Mahama akokasa wo World Health Assembly ekoso Geneva Switzerland mem Mampani Mahama nkase emu no wetwem se America dollars bese $78 million na sabri emma na no eye moa e free America ma ho eba ne cent na kan ho bi ama yade ahodo obi di se trade yade HIV yade ene nru ena enuan nru a nanke nam so ma ne banyina ahwere o meya edi baabi no akoye hawpa ne krakram no Mampani wie ne se akan obi ama ekwan kese aba bedam oman apomden aso eni mu a na aban egusu o moye nhye se be ya saade no o mbetimi apepom asibra ma no man Ghana de hye enya apomden mapa.
Shifting global geopolitics and deliberate assaults on the world's multilateral system have created doubts about the trajectory of global health cooperation and reform. 6 years after the last global pandemic, COVID-19, the world health architecture is changing rapidly. Today I speak to you as one of the advocates of the Accra Reset Initiative, a movement born from the conviction that the old paradigms of dependency must give way to a new era of health sovereignty. These cuts in humanitarian assistance and ODA, as painful as they are, serve as the final clear signal that the old system of donor dependency is past its sell-by date. We're witnessing the end of an era, and we must have the courage to build the next one.
Yetwa kase bono eso ye de ni kiremu e waswe ya wono mo ehwa pomode ensem so ene wo mo friendsem kirofo nhyiemu e wo nkremantam no emo Emma Director of Human Resource e wo Ministry of Health ho Yera Frederick Mensah Echampon editudwa e kiremu se wo mo bie portal ne mo se enkrofo emepe dwuma na slot wa na da ho na se kwan na da ho no na enipa 6500 eneyi wo mo etimi afa emu 6245.
Bono East, Ahafo, and the Western of Omoye about 8 of them. Omona Yeka Apumdin Yuma Omona Besson Elfo. Last time I heard doctors recruitment, so okay, yeah. Start here, Bear Osome, now Obianko Northeast, Obianko Oti, Obianko Upper East. The minister no ad in the Mojimu and actually in numbers scatter. And this areas, and a target. Now, he said this point in time, analysis. It was a Westman Pussy. I think that's Walwali area. They are the district Omunya applicants. The reason they said previously, now year recruitment now, you're walking in to other than headquarters or the region. Now, HR for the entire office, I can say, we co-crew issue, we co-crew issue, we co-crew issue. It is a be what can happen. Ain't no sir maybe you know yes more slots na work platform this no you be platform no and some more pop exercise to clear those ones and baby to say teaching hospital we need this particular way for one count and psychiatry hospital so yeah the one to be come ya open platform no person which is no much issue about fraud and illegal collections and so idea yes taxi process na being home we say looking at the numbers at home and the the TBR some no abeba and he invited state agencies in normal meetings so they were actually with us in all this process but we class will be our bibisa so which media fire so na investigation on more pap na the better say this is necessary on be invited professionals to interview so that one I will not be involved on from directly then they will go to their district and they will have interview and then from there they can onboard them to start work in 1st July 2026 and additional financial clearance so the minister can want some nti ye bompa ye se eno so yenya ye be se bi portal no
yeda so agina mu ewa pomdene ene ehun komo emu asantimantami mu kwankyerefo pani ya woda pomdene adwuma no the regional director ye woda Ghana Health Service ano Dr. Fred Adomakoboaten ene wodi nsembia to dwase mojabro so ana hypertension yare ekumni papa busumi we nyina mu no wiase nyina ebodewro efa mojabro so yare ho wo kira ewie nipa wanhwe ye bi hye ho so na wunim na de wense se wudie nyina wudi gu nipadua nim eda obepagya ne ho no de wo kɔ wo se me ye ni kɔ na yetumehwe na yesia no
Yadia ba kwa enam so many padodo na to anom wonsie do hypertension mojabroso yadia ya to ne din say the silent killer na no na efutu akwa mamu ni nyina say yenhwe na brano no yenkɔkyeche yensa ne yencheke ye pressure no Dr. Fred Adomakoboaten director of health service ewo asantemantam opani kasa wa bre no man Ghana eka wiase nyina ho am ye di saa de na wo twemi say ewu ahodo ekoso wo mantami mu adane den na ekoso no ne kofa by trupa hypertension yade no ne senti no se brano adasan yi enhusi o yetenetene yapom na ensadene nom ahodo cigarette na afi sadenam die no yehwe ne yetimite so se be ye beboa ne yebetwe ho efre ho
25 over hospital which be probably 113,710 omo you some more so omo ni that you say omo so and then they ba kwa you ana they toso no so ba omo ba OPD say me call hospital ofa they toso edu hypertension happen nti hypertension she said first say stuff for western countries so in over hospital move 10 mobile hospital at least 2 of them and 3 of them in Yabusunti and mobile. And our hospital, my John to hospital said, or Yari in my Yamani, Yaman and Alassino. Oshima, a moon 10, a moon in some air, there was so Nantisa. And I get back, so I come on and say, so how long back hospital here because in their name malaria, area, and I said, when you have so come how fast we can we are back and I mean so we idea which we don't say 60% so nemo your area for you have so it's me LED akoso ama bio and no the only na boma put me na boma Ashanti region I was so then fine said now I know how we bring it's me so but say and she will bring a movie and if you also understand Sadinam degree Virginia can no doors and also exercise view physical activity you and Sanum degree so tower smoke tower stress bebree ɛna wabusia pɛsɛ bɛ wu bia ba ɛnɔma yabobɔ so
Yedi ni chiremu ewo achimtafo bensini mo police commander eye superintendent Raymond Mahama Edisu ebo amane se wo mo ho na abrantie bi Emmanuel eye diaba wone ne yire wo mo bae no mo bae a wo mo asem ne se emrantie mienu bi David ene Amos ene wo mo de sekan aba begina wo mo so achese nyame nko anka emrantie yi edi wo no mawu a wo mo de wo mo nsam akwakoda aposifo se wontu ho na mo emfama wo mo yama no bofo George Bota and I didn't see me a buy.
And now, some minister police for no Edimika call Bonkami village one. Amuko through one more now, Divina Yachuchan, and often no modi, no matter who are now saying to Magwachi Chena Modino hospital. The police for no man, no eco hospital, Nechin or Mudichi, or more Dichi call man medical form survey. So more honmona na sa David no nimia bema nimia bema wo ye panyin ono so no wo bebi otisa yesisi na esi no ba ye na ono so yi sikan echesi oba no anye police for no ne wo hon tem na anka police for no anka e bia kra no anka okunu nkinu police for no echesi no eko fumbi kokofumu asibia na mokochi na mo ji sikan no e na mochi ba kuno ka ho no emoso no ka ho na wa ye David no nuano your friend Roxy na omuchi wono ebaye na ombedi ombetum the make say menunu David your friend is Emmanuel di aba wona e complain at no or hospital na David no so no e wo hospital mo prakesi a omuda osiemu hospital bi a Severe Memorial Hospital bi a moji ayasa na emoso no so de emoso no because of na wono so yare ni emoso no so ya mo be ye ka se yenye nchuro mu statement say no mo practice no mo menu ni na mo da hospital ne yenye mu statement enchuro ndi asem no ye da so ehwem
ache se ano David ani agama enu mo ekonasi ko asana makotia mamiloka because mamiloka pena ko na sino ahona David say adentina yakobo black kwa mani say onu adi nere agama so adi nere ana ahona mi so na asem we no aha na ebe ka asem we black kwa asem no black kwa say obe fra asem no na be ka bebia na adentina obisa me asem we a mitini asem na no ahope na David no apeja dua ono dia bombe ba
black kokosu enu a na magina black kokko ofienu sa black kokko nti oni ho
yet one samne so aye konkran National Communications Authority NCA mpanyufo eni wiase nyina aka bomu afi 2026 wiase nyina da yeto asiwa ye de ebo dawro efa kasemu eni nkomudi a na ma ba efo kwan so eye World Telecommunication and Information Society Day Ghana so ahyefa ne bi na dwumane nyina ekoso NCA Towers ya ewo enkran dwumana se a wo bo dwa no na panyi kwankyerefo Director General oda NCA no Ghana ye Reverend Engineer Edmond Direnchifianko okasa ye de nsem bi to dwa se hia se Ghana ya giwiase enhyehyɛ ya tomu ai ne yenso ye de telecommunication ya adwuma no esese sika omanfo otua no yenya so mfaso eche se ne etie pepepe Bernard Kedazi etwansemi so.
The authority will monitor delivery against the timelines and milestones you have committed. It will facilitate the regulatory and inter-agency engagements necessary to remove obstacles and will hold you accountable for the service quality improvements you have promised the consumer. We are working with you, but we will also be measuring you. My message to the rest of the country is just as direct. Quality of service is not a problem the operators and the regulator can solve alone. It requires a national effort. Every fiber cut by a road contractor, every site permit blocked by a community, every act of vandalism against telecom infrastructure, every tower brought down by illegal mining, each of these is a drop call somewhere in this country. Each is a child unable to attend an online class. Each is a mobile money transaction that fails. So I am asking this morning for support across the board. I am asking our communities to welcome telecom towers in their neighborhoods because those towers serve you. I am asking our road contractors, thank God for Big Push, all our utility providers, our private developers, and our public agencies to coordinate before they dig and to adopt a dig once discipline for buried infrastructure. I am asking our security agencies to treat vandalism to telecom equipment as the serious offense it is. And I am asking every Ghanaian to recognize.
Yeboira NPP amanyokuo no emo edom kuma ye wo mrahye fie ene wo mo friends emtrofo nhie mo ewo won headquarters ye no ewo enkran mantam no emo na numu na wo mo ba no de ni Yira Alexander Afenyomaken ede tudwa ya wo kire mo se aban wei akotai enwumekuo bi echi en wo mu di dwirim edi nipa bone etietia nkrofo efa ahodie so titiru ene MPP ma ene etietia wo mo fa ahodie so saa
carries responsibility and we believe deeply in that. When speech genuinely damages a person's reputation, Ghanaian law already provides a remedy, a civil remedy, measured, proportionate, and designated precisely for that purpose. It's been designed to achieve one aim, to allow a person who is injured to resort to civil reliefs. But what Ghanaian law does not provide, and what it was never designed to provide, is the conversion of a civil grievance, assuming without admitting that one even exists in this case, into a criminal prosecution. It does not authorize the marching of a man before a circuit court, the stripping of his liberty, and his consignment to state intelligence facility. That is not justice. That is the iron fist of state power wearing a legal glove. On the 13th of May 2026, Mr. Abronye was arraigned before Circuit Court 9 here in Accra. He faces 2 counts. First, offensive conduct conducive to breach of the peace under Section 2071 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960. Second, publication of false news under Section 2081 of the same statute. And what is the foundation of these charges? A social media video in which Mr. Abronye criticized a circuit court judge. He questioned that judge's impartiality. He questioned the conduct in the discharge.
Yet one some so ye ba santimantami mu na GPRTU for atwaba ama nsem ni nyina bobo de akohwe asokwa circuit court a ene ya pejam pensem no de akoto busumi nsen edwun da edi nkan mu na mane ebo aba ne chesa asokwa circuit court 2 ehonum na he ana vida echan ye bo a etena edwamu wo kira nsem bi owura smile boache ya wo hwese ye beto aba de ama no sa santimantami mu GPRTU dwamtene ene ne transport operator Hamis Ibrahim nsem abeto won tem no mpanyufo apejam de akosi June busumi de di nkan so mo nsan imran court bio Joseph Amoaten court amane a wode bae ni
ene de Asokwa Circuit Court 2 ekwa atransie na atransie no ene be wie se Yewura Smaira Boache a ope yomtwani edibia ewo GPRTU Asante region edebedan court se onua ba akon no so transporter Hamisu Ibrahim enso ada no be edi se onyano a obeje ne nkwa afini nsem na eno na ofra asem no ASP Ofolia o prosecutor enso reto court anim se ena no pe no nyankra se Yewura Hamisu ene nipa a ogina ma na man se garanta no stressa omo ho emfa omo enim ti no omo ede nkrata be de di adanse se omo akọ hospital eno na aka ho bi ama he ona vida echa yebo a enso ojeje otra biom hu ye na ochirim se nyame yadom a jubusume da edi kan na ode asem na se na eno achi no bibia kwa wie ne ye ni Era Smaira Boache ekasa ma o kire na titafo nyina so besere om so bia nya botre mu na se de court aka bia na edu hoju first no obesa ba na de to aso bia so wa to aso afri ho
obi boni timu pose GPRTU am here rinya chama ye mi fi wiase ana se yen fa boni bi entumi so na ye mi prame e ba court no so court ne emani na kuta court na o sini pa ne yare ampanya pa wo de church o yare na de be kire court na court se wetimi ka bibia na wa ma 2 weeks nti na mi aduma 1st July nsamla 1st June nsamla nti yesu yakopɔ so wona ahobabɔ hene omo yina ho ban na sa ta menko emedu nti ye kɔto beka ye meka emas ba ye no omo penekure asisa me no omo tie ene nsema ba ba mfie miensani no omo nim ebi fi boase konongo be kwai mia pi na ba ha arbasa fu nya aba branch ama for guard fu nya aba ye meka kire omo se omo nya abotre omo mo mpa bu munye dine se be ya na de na ya hye yemra no ebeba na woni bia ntu bia ti mo bia mfa mra enhye nsem obia nko ne branch nko adwuma sedis
Yedi ni chiremo ewo epoye mantemu assemblyman ye owo achiaman from ye no ewo Ebuakwa North Municipality Honorable Samson Adokranten ena wade etudwa kire se wo mo bridge bi ye da kwa chese kuro no de obia faso esukufo namso edwadifo namso no bridge na sei abubu apansam kra na nanu ino no aye se wade eniema behye ni nsem na wadi hu dwuma nanso emmo no enhyeda mmase ne wo pen wono nti we de wo ka ama manse nyine tibiga na fontie bi na aban so enko wono mo emmoa
Omanfo a ewo achimtafo epoemantem aha eye eti amanfrom ana omosa ban se onye omomoa esan se ohwe bridge a ewo baabi a yachi ewo yi a abu
ye hawo kese pa eda yenso ene eye bridge a ewo importem ha emri bi atwam abofra bi kra etum ehwere ne nkwa ama ekofa ensensem bebre ede baaye yabo assembly pon abo nanso obia emfi yen me predecessors omo fi ase nyende mesoma beto aso saa obia ne ho a ofi yen
yenya mo emfi bebia ntoku ato ne ade nyina yetua ensu kwa kene kase kwa se yiri fayen to fi a wonsa aba na bridge ho asam de first no obia beka no kra de so anu afi nwuram nya kase pa ne de abisi woni abo
yo dia si obi kra ne si ho
se nua no kra de yenya bi kra bio kwasem nyese megu ehafo impanyifo wo animase ni opanyi bi kra beba se bia MP oba behwe nsu ya man kra yenye bi more than 25 years a me wo kru ha
yensu ye da ha bridge na wo so no nsuo ne yiri na de koye efi ho no yenya moa bia mfi obia ho meboa ye ama school for no twam a aya na ayehu school for no yiyi wo mpabo na asefo ansa na omotwe na nsuo no so yiri a aya na ayehu pa but where the major yeah obetimi atwam afa ha no makọ kokwenti mi kwan no so mfiefi ahoho bebre wa ha no se nti yesa na aya yem hihye pa about time for ya na yesuo ma yem manom emrewafo nkwakwafo ha na omofa na dano nsuo topa ma bridge no efa nsuo ni fa obi akosha bridge ba ko na efa bright way ho na se ama ansa na nkwofo ba ya ye dede kofa no aye unconscious nti yesra ban yesra mpanifo yesra ahemfo assemblyman fo so mo beboa ye
de bia ha na efa ko sandi ekofie enso atoto blade nebu nti yesra mpanifo se mbeboa na etima fa so dia kofie o ta blade we se e kofa press bi lo kwan ho kwan so wa nti yesra ban ne mpanifo se mbeboa na
ye free epoema ntamoni de ani achema besen akobunu east 24-hour economy edwa aban AC no wokọ atebubu amanten municipality ni mu a ene mpanyimfo de asobofom ya wefi ase eye ho adwuma aban kra chepani a wonpotem ho eye honorable Masoud Thomas ono na ne ensem trofo twetwe nkomo no so ne nananom ene omanfo nyina ne kabo mu a ene asase yantam eka no edu baako ena ne nsa ka ofi 24-hour market no ase ewo
na NDC amanyoku airborne to a campaign say yantuaba ema omono ema ye no yes say bibi a friend social contract say ye mpuntu ebeba Ghana na aka obi bia one of your bosha ye share in say ye the 24-hour economy in the eba na just a Ghana economy na enya de ebeda run sa 24/7 anajo awia anopa na Ghana economy na eya adwuma send e be ya za policy e betime abamonti no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say 261 districts are ever Ghana na nyina no obesi model market e find 24-hour economy market all the districts nyina ever Ghana nyina atebu maintain eka districts na meka ho no eka ho asem the santi no atebu maintain 24-hour model market no and ye share mu say consultant no ebe handle over site no e dey ama contractor na wa share jumadi na ase esanse NDC amanyoku e shebo na edisunti no enti na ye share mu ha sa 24-hour economy market model no ye dey eba amantin krodwe wi mu every ne wom emanadane 24-hour market economy police post be wom any ekika ho me gidi say consultant no ebe kasa obechire niema ewom na ene ye de adwumadie no ebe hye contractor nsa na contractor na ye de adwumadie no be hye nsa no ene anije wi se be wie peyo a ebe gina fakese no abe gina contractor no so ye be se contractor no se obey adwuma na ye de ama no no o ma adwuma no nko wano
Akyerɛkyerɛfo a wɔmo ɛwɔ Obuasi bidie so MA Basic School ɛna wɔmo kyerɛ sɛ wedi wɔmo srepa sadansa yɛ mu nkotodwe fam wɔmo ɛpɛ abɛfo ntentan fidie yi bia wɔn betumi di akyerɛ nkwadaa no ICT ɛwɔ school mu hɔ no sanse wɔmo ni bintinka aban anase ankorankora bi ɛbɛboa wɔmo anko wɔmo ani bɛgye na opani efrɛ ne sɛ obiri ya wɔno ɛyɛ ICT facilitator ɛwɔ school mu hɔ no mo ɛna wɔgyina chefo ni nyina na mu a wode nsɛm yi atudwa
ICT ene edi akoten pa ewo eye ewiase ene Ghana nyina eni ti ye hia computer lab kesiye ye hia computer lab kesiye akyerɛkyerɛfo no eni staff common room ensuo twa na omote abonten enua yi ase timofra ebooks ni ade etumi efo eninti yesre aban ni won ekambia eyeyie ya mame MC say omba be boa yen na ko mosi computer lab ede amaye yen say egiefo nso yesre omo ya church letters ekọ ode osi amaye wo school mu ha ama bidie so MA Basic School ebefa from primary to KG enya computer lab na fe staff common room ebeboa akyerɛkyerɛfo na mo nso omakoma atomu ye
ICT subject esi I different computing abeya dia beka ya desua no and technology work ye yi mfra enye ye mofra no si dia beka no job speed robotics artificial intelligence by dia beka akadi anyhow your lab or by any computers what nyina dada yeso anyi nti ade chana se mofra no practical is it na theory kwa na ye nti mofra no etinye practical obu akwa arman stra no so bi da obi kra ho monitor da nti dia no na ma robot ye kan wase obi hin robot da by ade so anke nya wetimi aboa mofra yi motimi ne asua adie se aban kwa adum ye se G-step STEM club ho last time na so e be here computers ye dey this segment and am say ni competency ama additional din pa timofra no din ye den say mamofra no project worker so mo cafe ama kwa project number ebu on so ayi so mo do ma phone na ye phone so wa mo fra so mo jo mo phone na o mo ba phone ma won ti ade a din
a mamma for an assignment, who were crying, young friend, and it's me, and I'm saying, we now phone any phone. They say other 4 NGOs, government, and they other 4 ones. It's true, maybe this will be ready through 4 years school as a par by a ton from my young. To get straight out of 4 hour teaching benches and come abroad on my moi.
Adeshmaima yede adwade ni sikasam ehun komo kakra enso etwam ewo kase yi emu sikanwuma makomako beye edu ene ne wakabo mu asika wo mu nyina yiyi ne kakrakra eye Ghana sika million oha edwotwenum 185 million Ghana cedis ene ode abaso ode bebo anwuma nketwa ene adantamo de se de beya ebetimi aboa na woni awani siku adwuma so no wanya bi ede aye ni titiru se beya bema ku adwuma nyini na ebema anwuma aba na afi ebema nipanya duane adie na hoden enso aba ekoi bi eye woni a eye sikadwuma te se banks ahodo equity firms ene nwumakuo bi a wonyina edi sika ho dwa Isaac Anna ekodwuma na siamane ode bai
Jinai a imbrenbren investment firms ahoro idu aka wo ho abom edi sika a nebo esom 185 million Ghana cedis edereboa small medium size enterprise ahoro a ewo oman Ghana mu disi triu ene won a wodi djuma ewo agriculture nnuan nnan ani imu sade ebe beboa ma won djumadi atimi akonkan na efenso na boa ma adwuma so atimi aba oman no emu na sa djumadi ebeboa ma SMEs djumadi a wodi akosoro yiye na efe asanga boa so ma won hyehyɛ ahoro no etimi ada enso na wodwumadi soronko a ekoso a ne dingde nkabom collaborative investment forum ekoso ewo nkran eho ena Ghana SMEs ahoro a wonodo ye aduananka wo ho bomu ye nhyehyɛ sade ebeye na eniema ahoro ne akade a wobehia na ma won dwumadi akonkan no won etimi esomu yiye na asemti a eda dwumadi no so eye scaling impact in Ghana agri-food sector a ne botae bio ne se besan ahwe ede sikasem aboa sade ebeye a akwan a enen eda investment ne fei ready business capital ahoro mu no won etimi ahye emu ekena na sa enkabom surunkun erehwe se ebetimi aboa SMEs 3000 na fei so no asan ebie enyuma eye 55000 ewo oman Ghana mu na emebunu so ebetimi anya bi aye enen achi wodwumadi surunkun a enen ekoso ewo University of Professional Studies 60th business meeting na ekoso ewo nkran ena otufo osetutu a wotoso abien esante hene edi atugwa edi afutu soronko akwa ama amanyofo se wonhwe na wonye hyehyɛ a ebetimi aboa sade ebeye a oman Ghana economy no ebegyina ne nan so na enen nso aboa ama nwuma so atumi akonkan.
Before us must be the decade of business, must be the decade in which all our energies are directed towards building a strong, resilient, ethical and sustainable economy. Our political leaders must continue to create the right environment, provide the right policy framework, and ensure stability. But the duty to create, to innovate, to build enterprises, to create jobs, and to add value to our natural resources rests also upon citizens, entrepreneurs, professionals, and institutions such as this university. In today's world, business is the driver of prosperity. In the United States, in China, in India, in Japan, in Singapore, in Vietnam, and across the rising economies of the world, prosperity is being driven by enterprise, innovation, technology, creativity, and bold leadership.
Yebejina kotokohene ene sikakrabia yiti a waka bomu a wotu anamompa ewo kwadwuma ho na yede kase no akwa ahomegye mu kakra yeto nkra ewo yabo afo nchen ye ba yede agudie mu nsambeto.
adeshimai me mama jo e mama kwaba e de ba agudie mu nsam midin e de Helenda ko sheka me nam de nsam ni nyina e ba abesomo na nsam no ye hyase ne kwakopiem e wo the Blasters of Ghana head coach Carlos Gures e de nsam kakra atudwa ochema ose Ghana se ye wram wo World Cup no na ya hoboabo no eso eni ya ebetimi aboa ye yenti nsam a odi tudwa e fa Ghana World Cup preparation no eho.
In order to reach that level, you have to have the right players, talent players, good preparation, be ambition, hard work. Because you have only two options in that way. It's or you choose the easy way, or you choose the hard way. And the hard way, you have also to be wise. And as I said, you have to pay the price. And this is in this short period of time, my job, it is based on two ways, I would say. First of all, I'm doing a very honest and loyal assessment, and I'll call you an integrity report of every single detail that we are good.
And some Carlos Gures the players niko piem e World Cup na mo sacrifice no and no anybody get e be decide Ghana sacrifice fate and no anybody get e be decide Ghana your fate 2026 World Cup akopiem
every single nation club of fans and teams and coaches, all of us, we have the same expectations to win and succeed. But in order to win and succeed, because it's easy to say, I want to win the World Cup. We go there to win the World Cup. Like many people, they want to buy a private jet. But you have private jet. It's easy to have wishes in life. It's easy to have wishes in life, but you have to pay the price. You have to be ready to pay the price to achieve those dreams. And to play a World Cup and compete in the World Cup is really, really very, very difficult. As I said, all of our opponents, they have and they want the same. But only few nations, they really deserve at the end the trophies and the winning.
Head coach Edema the Blasters of Ghana, Carlos Gures, and Amote say Odin Sem Kakra, Tuja afa the Blasters of Ghana, team no yanko na yanko piemo, ewo Commonwealth Games da ebebaso enche ewo Scotland no neno, ena Richard Kapovi, Edin Sem Kakra, Otuja, or say enche na Ghana, the Commonwealth no. No etimi ababeto eja abaino yenti nsema odituja efa Commonwealth Games no eho.
Funding, and this is a way funding a threat we can no longer ignore. My dear Federation leaders, the greatest threat to sports development in Ghana remains funding. The time has come for us to speak candidly about the issue which threatens to undermine all the progress we have made. The financial challenges facing the GOC and our federations directly affect our ability to fulfill our mandate. Budgetary allocations to sports remain inadequate, and even approved funds are often released late or not at all. Last year, the GOC struggled to adequately prepare athletes for the school games and youth games. This year, we are expected to prepare athletes for both the Commonwealth Games and the Youth Olympic Games. Yet we are...
Richard Kapovi and Amote say Odin Sem Kakra to Jayanko, Nyanko Pim Ewo Morocco ho, and a Ghana under 17 team no, Omuguswa Ebo ene Afcona, Koso Hona, and Senegal and Ede Ebony Emma Omoche Ghana Eshe 1-0 and Afensu Urema South Africa and so Eche Algeria Eshe Omo 2-0 El Honmanese no any day a free game no scoreline no AC Ekoye Yansha said the highlights no and so AC Etie.
It's a dangerous one. Across the face of goal, this could seal it.
There is the final whip.
Ghana here, but what can Ghana do? Set piece on point. It's a good ball in, and it's a scrappy goal, but it is a goal. Osman right on the end of that wall, exactly where Sadio would want to bend it. He does go for it. There's a lot of whip on it, and he's taking his time. With the right foot, it's a great save by Sing run here, and a good little Megs tries to lift it in. It's a great ball in. It's going to be 1-0 to Senegal. Doing his bit for his team.
And said a course so our group D game so our under 17 AFCON no emuyenko piemu Liga no na yemfa ehonsem no entoa so enfemfri Real Madrid etoa Sevilla ehyomo 1-0 Barcelona enso echi ene Real Betis ehyomo miensa ema omo etimo ba ko yenkohye se the highlights no AC ekoye. Ana brema kwan ama me dia gode mu nsem ni nyina e de esi medi e de Helenda ko shika me nam de nsem no eba ebesom na nama intifo e wa ha wode ye bewremo e wo entertainment news no emu bedamase. Aresima mba ya majo emamu akwaba eba enigede kase so bini de nanama intifo yehensam no asia etumfo anase otumfo art awards no awde hye so nimpam mienu sunie na wotwe etwemi wode hye so ewo menhia omanfo omde omonsa ene omadwene eye edwinde obo omo abaso.
Hands together for them, please be seated and put your hands together for them. Lario 2. So we'll move on to the next, Ibrahim Mahama. Yes, looks like one of my favorite R&B singers. Osebonsu. Congratulations. Very handsome young man. Yao Osu.
Na otwe mu ya nso ewo enkran yusa wonim se opem so de opie beebi ana kyese amane ne amane amamma ne amane edi ehimye papa na otwe wie opie mu ewo yusa ne nso so amane etwegu ya na efeyi.
ezi UPSA na amane ne amamre etwegu ya na efeye papa ewo enkran na ye nsam no prophetess bi anase woman of God bi akoka tons na akoka no va ache no ese oyini nsam no efri Michael Jackson a musician wenye ne baby ekoi ne nwum bi na oyini tons no nya inspiration no efri ye Ezi ha enyimre ya nkwa ye begie ni so ekiesedua oni na efia broni ewie kase no ewo amanoni miri ede na man tifo madawase amomonu hwa abro
Samu. Ebusafo ya nyina akwaba baabi a yedri yekotie nkrofo man so ensem bi. Yedi kan de ani a che Nairobi eye Kenya man ekropon emu. Amane aye saka che se ne adwuma ayeto ka adwumayefo anko schoolfo anko school dwomfo anko didwa. Ni nyina ne se petrol bo akosoro ama ahyenkafo bo afu ntomo ntuka ntene kronimu aye nya ni anko sokra.
Nipa mpempem na sabre wate won ho agu montene so wo Kenya memo a oyo yechireti aban se fango boa na otwe ahyase abetodwa so matuma wa muchichemu aduonu no ogituma enyeye ogopiemu omanu kropon na Nairobi ni nkronkaye mu a ena adesuafo antimi anko school sanso na commercial vehicles nyina anya adwuma montene so no nipa na tie agu a wo hyehye ties e de atwe se mampani a abetena konyan so ekame aye se oba ye nsem okaye no ontimi nyemufu a ne ahokere pa ena aba Kenya man eso na ochemu Osho diesel nei auto diesel no be 242 shillings and say $1.8 and answer 1.4 euros. Samsung na petrol so wo Kenya me motor $1.65 nipa do na chem say wo hu bi da enti Kenya mampani ne na aban no on hwe no
Ye Korea ewo Democratic Republic of Congo amanebo efiri wo ba ekere se America for mako nsie bia na wo mo ewo Congo man ni mu abra Ebola ema ne homene so no wo mo enyasa yade no ebi
America manage shebese sia na aba betodwa se oyenya Ebola yade ni bi ewo Democratic Republic of Congo mem asemi betodwa na kan ho bia ma US Center for Disease Control and Prevention and pay for entemhare so the statement about which him say wo ma yen hyehyeye a America man adehye bia wo saa mia ya abetodwa se Ebola yale na yiniti no wo kofo mu nyina na odu akwakosie na doctor fo agina won so ahwe wo mo na no mu no wa kyerɛ mu se nipa ba ko de abede de se Ebola won susanso ni bi ahyase dead o ni padua mu a yensa aka no so ayemra doctor fo ni so ehwe ni nyina mu no World Health Organization and the abetodwa se Uganda and the Democratic Republic of Congo men Ebola ade no ayiniti ho no
ye jina arahosemi so na ye de kase yakwawie ye de asede ma Newman College Department of Nursing ye guso a efa desuafo obana tro wase wie no nya A1 ko CC6 a odem apply ko performance ni bi to na ni kine ya ananso ubetimi afre 0574 661117 Ghana ha baby a wo no ubetimi afre ama mpanyimfa ya nhyehyɛ de ama hostel wo nti baby a obeda de nya problem kra PBL Broadcasting Limited nso at the time that so cap no eba so nyame ya domo a efiada dwumai woni a ebebo bi teams ebeba police service team prison service immigration Ghana Armed Forces soldier for ne beba customs for na fire service financial say obi kan is officer to officer enya grokra nyame ya domo a adwumai nations Dr. Dujemfi Dr. Time that so ono na afa ho kanyina ono ne headline sponsor ebekoso opokuari school wo Santase nyame ya domo a 23rd May ya nti do wa mo nhye ne so ye hia se anopa no nkono na ye de akwawieye enumere nunum enefa mu nyina amomre bi na momehwe na yemfa release tension kakra na system no my hot
Sanso na Young Minister season 2 audition no koso nti no wonso oba no oya kwada otimu sa abofrei to de bia wo preach wo dem ase dachi me be wo be sofo dachi me be wo be ni pakese ane wono so fa ne bra na wo meje forms no free wonye hwe yenye hwe free bonto na nyame ya adoma 30th May na audition no koso nti forms no o meje eduru ho a na ono so aba be kire ne bobre open ti de mu bia na wafre 0247 903407 and 0242-087473.
Yede kase no ebesi ane asore so yede aseda ebema yaboafo yachi na afi ahwefo nso a munya da ajejebre ede ehwe yede munyina ase ye sorry na nyame yadom akina ode yankwache ya ebesan abane abesom bidi de kresi do amini minua
nana efia broni popebi
nyame ma de panche